Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans, welcome to Rangers. Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. Let's get to the news. There's been a wild rumor running rampant through the streets of Govan, and it's no just you to having a pint and dreaming up fantasy transfers in the pub. Word is Rangers Football Club are on the verge of pulling off something monumental, something that could shake the very foundations of Scottish football. Imagine this: Thomas Partey, the Ghanaian powerhouse from Arsenal, strutting into Ibrox as the most high-profile, high-impact signing in the club's storied history. We're talking bigger than Gaza, louder than Laudrup, and more dramatic than De Boer. It's no confirmed yet, but sources close to both camps are hinting at deep negotiations underway, with whispers saying that Partey is keen for a fresh challenge. And we're better than the Cauldron or Ibrox. He's a midfield general, the type that eats pressure for breakfast and dishes who tackles like sweeties. If this comes through, it's no exaggeration to say it would be the boldest move by Rangers since they broke the British transfer record in the 90s. Whether it's all smoke or the first puff or a bonfire, there's no denying. The thought of Partey in blue has the fans absolutely buzzing. Now let's rewind the tape just a wee bit. Thomas Partey, a stalwart in Arsenal's midfield since his move from Atletico Madrid, was once hailed as one of the finest box-to-box midfielders in Europe. Injuries might have hampered his time in North London, but make no mistake, this is a player still brimming with quality vision and sheer physical dominance. At 31, some might say he's past his peak, but anyone who's watched him orchestrate a midfield knows he's still got bags to offer. There's a simmering frustration among Partey fans that he never quite got the consistent run at Arsenal. That his talent merited. Whether it was down to injuries, tactics, or just bad luck, he's now reportedly looking for a new environment, one where he can be the main man again. That's where Rangers come in. Michael Beale, or whoever takes the helm, next sees Partey as a transformational piece, the kind who can anchor a rebuild and lead by example. And let's not forget Rangers have been crying out for a midfield enforcer. Since the days of Barry Ferguson, Partey could be that player, but upgraded with Champions League pedigree and Premier League experience. But here's the twist, and this is where things get real interesting. Rangers, historically conservative, with wage structures, would need to smash their pay scale wide open to bring Partey in. We're talking about a six-figure weekly wage, likely reduced a bit from his Arsenal deal, but still far beyond the current top earner at Ibrox. The club's recent flirtation with financial ambition, from the likes of Todd Cantwell to the return of Leon Balogun, suggests there's a shift in philosophy. With increased revenue projections thanks to European qualification and shrewd player sales, the Gers might just hey the cash taste swing it. What makes this all the more tantalizing is the rumor that Partey is willing to accept a drop in wages for guaranteed playing time and a chance to be the heartbeat of a team. And there's no doubt at Rangers he'd be the main man, the focal point, the voice in the tunnel, and the roar on the pitch. I'd say that the allure of Ibrox under the lights, the old firm clashes, and the passion of 5,000 faithful, and you start to see why this might just be more than a pipe dream. But let's no kid ourselves, the competition's fierce. There's whispers of Turkish giants sniffing around, and Saudi clubs offering sums that make your eyes water. Yet intriguingly, Partey said to be cool on a move to the Middle East just yet. He still feels he's got the legs on the hunger to compete in Europe and prove a few folk wrong. Rangers then become a very strategic choice. Team that's regularly in European competition, always in the hunt for trophies and desperate for a dominant midfielder. Some insiders claim Partey has already been sounded out by Ghanaian contacts who've worn the blue, hinting at positive. Noises coming from the player's side. What's Mary's camp reportedly likes the idea of a shorter contract, 2 years with an option, which fits Rangers' model perfectly. If this deal gets close, expect other clubs to swoop. But for now, the buzz is centered squarely on Govan and for guide reason. It would be a seismic signal of intent not just to Celtic, but to the whole of European football. And what would Partey actually bring to the pitch at Ibrox? Well, for starters, he's a player who excels in possession. Under pressure, his ability to dictate tempo, shield a back four, and launch attacks from deep. It's a combination you rarely see in Scotland. In the current Rangers setup, Partey would instantly upgrade the midfield, offering a platform for flair players like Todd Cantwell and Tom Lawrence Tay express themselves higher up the park. His defensive awareness coupled with a knack for breaking lines with incisive passes makes him a complete midfielder. And didn't forget this lad's played against the very best, from Messi to Maldrick, and held his aim. Imagine him stepping into Tynecastle, Pittodrie, or even Paradise and taking control of the game from the first whistle. His presence alone could lift the entire squad's mentality. There's also talk he's already been briefed on the intensity or the old firm, and far from being daunted, he's excited by it. Rangers fans crave leaders, men who embrace the battle. In Partey, they could finally have a warrior worthy of that famous number 8 shirt. Of course, every yin and that Doug has an opinion when a rumor like this crops up. Pundits are already weighing in. Some calling it fantasy. Others saying it's exactly the bold stroke Rangers need to close the gap domestically and push further in Europe. The club's silence on the matter has only added fuel to the fire. But let's be honest, if Partey did arrive, it wouldn't just be a tactical coup. It'd be a statement. The kind that echoes across the continent. A player who left Atletico Madrid for $45 million to join Arsenal, now leading Rangers into a new era. That's the stuff legends are made of. And we've seen big names come north before. Joey Barton, Aaron Ramsey. But Partey's are different. He's no coming for one last payday or take coast through a few easy games. He's coming to dominate, to lead, to write his own chapter in Scottish football history. If the rumor becomes reality, Ibrox will erupt. And the rest of the league will sit up and take notice. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. But here's another wee twist. That's starting to surface. The Partey camp has reportedly requested a leadership role as part of the deal. Not just captaincy material, but involvement in youth development and community initiatives. This could align perfectly with Rangers' aim to rebuild their identity both on and off the pitch. Imagine Partey as a mentor to the next generation, guiding young talents through the ranks while dominating games on a Saturday. His experience and the top-level work ethic and commitment to self-improvement could reshape the very culture of the dressing room. This is not just about 90 minutes every weekend. It's about changing the standards, raising expectations, and bringing a world-class mentality to a club hungry for more silverware. These subtle details matter, especially in an era where clubs are looking beyond the pitch for leadership. And if Rangers are truly pivoting towards a long-term project, who better than a man who's seen it all, La Liga titles, Europa League finals, Premier League wars, Tay lead the charge. He's not just a name. He could be the heart and soul. Oh, a new Rangers dynasty. Still, there's always risk. Critics will be quick to point out Partey's injury history. Fair enough. A player who's missed chunks of seasons is always a gamble. But Rangers' medical team has stepped up dramatically in recent years with improved facilities and proactive treatment strategies. It's no the same club that used to rush players back too soon. They'll no sign Partey blind. There'll be intense medical assessments, maybe even performance clauses built into the deal. But here's the thing. Sometimes the biggest rewards come with the biggest gambles. And if you're going to take a risk, better they do it on someone with the pedigree of Partey than some unproven youngster hoping for a breakout. His body might need care, but his mind is elite. And when fit, there's few better in. His role. If Rangers can manage his minutes, get him peak for the big matches, and surround him with the right support, he could be the difference between second place and silverware. It's a delicate balance, but one that could pay off spectacularly if the stars align. And didn't underestimate the commercial angle here. Thomas Partey isn't just a midfielder, he's a global brand. His presence would open up doors across Africa, especially in Ghana, where he's a national icon. The merchandising potential alone is mind-boggling. Shirts flying off the shelves, new sponsors knocking, and international fans tuning. And Tay watched the blue jersey for the first time. For Rangers, this is about more than football. It's about growth profile and global reach. We've seen how Celtic capitalized on the Asian market. Rangers could do the same in Africa, and Partey would be the perfect ambassador. Plus, let's not forget the marketing gold mine that is the O firm. Add a superstar like Partey to that fixture, and you're talking about a global event, no just a derby. The financial implications of this move could be every bit as impactful as the footballing ones. That's why behind closed doors, the boardroom is taking this very seriously. It's not just fantasy football anymore. It's a strategic opportunity. One that could change the club's fortunes for years to come. So where does this leave us? Are we on the cusp of a game-changing moment, or is it just another summer sizzler that fades like mist over the Clyde? Honestly, it feels different this time. There's a tension in the air, a quiet confidence among those close to the club that this deal has legs. We've seen the signs. The silence to social media hints the unusual movements of agents around London and Glasgow. It's all adding up to something, whether it happens tomorrow, next week, or drifts into nothing. One thing's certain. The very idea of Thomas Partey in a Rangers shirt has ignited the imagination of the fans like few signings ever hail. If it comes true, it'll be hailed as the boldest, bravest move in club history. If it falls through, it'll still go down as one of the wildest transfer sagas of recent times. Either way, the blue half of Glasgow is watching, waiting, and dreaming big. Because sometimes, just sometimes, the biggest parties start with just a whisper. And maybe this one's about to explode. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated. By Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.